Hello and welcome to this video in the Lockdown Learning series where we're going to take a look at Komplete Kontrol. So this is Native Instruments' way of helping you navigate all of the myriad of possibilities that they have for synthesis. So there are a whole load of sounds, and the issue with all of these kind of libraries is how the hell do you find anything? And Komplete Kontrol is an answer, or certainly an attempt to do that. So the first thing you need to do is you need to run this in standalone mode before you try running it inside Cubase. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. So you just run it as you would any other program. So find it on your start menu or wherever you find it on a Mac and run Komplete Kontrol. So it goes through the scanning. As you can see, it takes a while to scan all that. And then once it's done that, it will present you with this preferences window. So here you can see it's just saying, we just need to check these preferences are okay. And most Native Instruments standalones do this. For audio driver, if you're on a Mac, probably Core Audio will be okay. If you're using built-in sound on the Mac, that's the only option. You may want to use an external driver if you've got an external sound card, but that's probably down to you. If you're on a Windows system, you'll probably want to pick the ASIO driver for the device you've got plugged in, and then that will work with low latency. The other options will probably be just leave them as is. The one thing you will need to visit, though, is the MIDI page. So by default, everything will be turned off. So in this case, I've got a little Akai MPK Mini attached. So I need to turn that on. Otherwise, I won't be able to play any sounds. The rest of the options, you won't need to worry about. So once you've done those two things, so check your audio driver and turned on any MIDI devices you have, and then we're just going to click close. And now we have the main interface. Now it's a bit small, but we'll just have to deal with it, unfortunately. So this here is where we can filter these sounds. Now this is from a sound attribute point of view. So rather than saying, oh, I want to specifically load up synthesizer A or sampler B or whatever, this just picks it via attributes, much like we saw with the Hallian programs, etc. So this works across all of these Native Instruments installed sounds. And if you have more, so if you went for a paid package, then they would also be in here. But let's just take a quick look through. So for instance, if we click bass, we then can qualify that with something else. So let's say synth, and let's say analog here, and then this list has changed to reflect that. So I'm just going to make that a little bit smaller and that smaller so we can see bass, synth and analog, and then this is the list of all the sounds which it thinks fulfill that. And to load them, you just double click and away we go. So this is loaded up a TRK01, and if I play that on the keyboard, etc. Yeah, analog sounding bass. To load another one, just double click it, and you can see that a lot of these in this case are on the TRK01, but this one is a contact patch, and we get some knobs we can tweak, etc., which is a bit of fun. Bass babble is a blocks sound, so this is made up of these individual blocks which have been linked together. And you'll see quite often with these block sounds, the elements that they're made of, you'll see again and again. After all, they are blocks. But a lot of them, in this case, bass, analog synth sounds are going to be TRK01 because that's its forte. You can change what you're after. So let's say we want, let's say we don't want bass. Let's say we want plucked strings. Okay, and straight away, we get that, and we can refine that with appropriate characters for that. Let's just say we want plucked strings with long release. And there we go. Microprism this time. So this is a good thing to do just to noodle around through here, because you can quickly find sounds that you want. And even if it just means that then you remember, the microprism was the one that I wanted, then this is a good thing to do. So I would strongly suggest setting aside a bit of time, whatever time you've got available, an hour or so, just going through these and finding some of these sounds, because you might find that a particular synth gives you sounds that you want, but conversely, you may find that there's a whole range of them that give you the sounds that you want. So everybody's different. Everyone's going to want different things. Okay. So spend a bit of time with this, just finding what these sounds are, because this, as I've said several times before, understanding what sounds you like, and if you hear a sound in your head, what kind of thing is going to approximate to it is a really big part of this. So it's getting that knowledge and being able to translate what's in your head out into the real world. Definitely need some experience of the sounds you've got available to you. So expanding them is good, but if you've got 15,000 sounds available to you, but you don't know what any of them are, or you don't know where any of them are, then it's not much use. So you do need to spend some time learning the vocabulary effectively. And this is a great way to do it because you can pick it by instrument type, etc., rather than just going through lists of presets, particularly when they bear no relationship to each other. They're just in alphabetical order based on arbitrary names which the synth programmers came up with. Anyway, that's been a quick look at Komplete Kontrol. I hope you found that useful, and we'll see you again soon.